Hi everyone, and welcome back to VGO ASMR, or welcome if you're new. For today's session, I'll be doing a gentle hands and arms massage on Iris, who is actually my mother-in-law. I'll be doing some brushing, scrubbing, oil massage, and scratching, and many more tingles. Right now, I am setting up for the spa treatment that I'll be doing soon to Iris, and I'm actually starting to create a sugar scrub here from scratch. It was my first time making a sugar scrub from home, so bear with me as I hope I did it right. Here I am putting some white sugar into this jar. I'm putting a generous amount, as well as adding in some raw brown sugar, which I read was best for a sugar scrub. Just putting some of that as well into the jar, and I'll be mixing that in with the white sugar. Next, I have some organic coconut oil that I'll be putting into the mixture, and this will add some moisture to the skin, as we all know how good coconut oil is. I've been using coconut oil actually on a daily ever since I got pregnant. I'm also adding in some lemon juice, just half of a lemon, to add in a nice citrusy smell. Next, I'm putting in an essential oil, and I chose to do the peppermint scent, which I really love, and it just made the sugar scrub smell so nice. Here I'm just putting a drizzle of olive oil and mixing that in before putting the lid on the jar. Next, I'll be using this beautiful candle that I recently just bought, and I thought it had the perfect patterns to trace my fingers with and just tap along. And this candle has a very soft vanilla smell to it. It's not too strong, which I prefer. I'm just doing some fabric sounds here, the towel that I'll be laying out to just help prevent any mess on the table as we start our spa treatment with Iris. I also put this white towel as well, which is where Iris will be laying her hands. Here I have this pretty pink cup that also has really cool patterns on it to tap through with my nails. And I'll just be giving Iris a fresh cup of water with a lemon in it. I love to start off sessions just burning the Palo Santo sage stick and just making the room feel peaceful and smell delightful. Starting off with just scratching her arms and hands. Just going one arm at a time. I'm using these two brushes that are identical and just feel so soft on the skin. And starting on one arm before moving on to the other. I love this brush because it's just so soft. I'm giving both hands attention at the same time. Here, moving on to the baby brush that I like to use. This is also just another really soft brush on the skin. And I'll just be brushing her arms with it. I apologize for any of the wood creaking you hear. The bench that we're sitting on is a vintage wooden bench, and it has its creaks here and there when you move. It's a really nice bench, but definitely has its wears. Just passing the brush on her fingers. This is the first time I ever do this type of ASMR session where it's just focused on the hands and arms. So please let me know if you guys enjoy this type of content, and I'll be sure to do more. Just tapping through the wooden part of the brush now. And this spray might look familiar as I use it a lot in my videos, but it just smells so good, and it's just chemical free, cruelty free, and it has that nice Palo Santo smell to it as well. I'm just spreading that around the room. Just doing really close touches to her arm, kind of like a Reiki massage. Iris's skin is very soft and smooth. She naturally just has no hair on her arms, so it feels like baby soft skin. Here I have this blue towel that I am dipping in water, and I am just cleaning off any dirt from her arms. And I just love the sound of water dripping or falling or being sprung from a towel, for example. Here I'm tapping this Lancome skin cleanser, and it bubbles up so nicely into this sort of foam, and it exfoliates the skin from any excess dirt and leaves your skin so nice and soft. Lightly adding in some pressure as well into her fingers and hands. Also giving her a light massage on her arms. And just putting my fingers between her fingers and lightly adding pressure. I'm now just cleaning off the skin cleanser with the wet towel. The water was like a cool temperature, which felt nice because it was another really hot day. And Iris had been outside taking care of some flowers and plants that she loves. Just rubbing my hands on her arms now. And kneading my fingers in her hands by putting them through her fingers, giving her a lightly pressured hand massage. Here we have the homemade sugar scrub we made in the beginning. And I'll be using that on her hands and arms. And I put on a generous amount for each arm. And I just love the sound of the sugar scrub against the skin. And I am just focused on one arm before moving on to the other. I just take my time with this scrub on each arm and just try to make sure I really scrub it into her skin and just not rush through it. the peppermint oil we put in the sugar scrub made it smell so good. Iris ended up actually asking me for the recipe after our session, so that could only mean she liked it, right? I had no idea how easy it was to make a sugar scrub at home. I'll definitely be doing a lot more in the future. Here I am, wiping off the sugar scrub now from her skin with a damp towel. And now that her skin is nice and clean, I am just lightly putting my fingers on her skin. Here I have this aromatherapy cream, and it says it causes stress relief because of the smells that it has, which are just essential oils. And I'm rubbing that into her arms and hands now that they've been exfoliated. To add an extra layer of softness. And again, I'm just adding a very light pressure. And I'm putting some more cream for the other hand and arm. Here I'm tapping along this gua sha tool I have that I'll be passing along her arms and hands on the curved side of it. And it has this really nice cooling sensation to it. I've read that the gua sha is really good to improve blood circulation and reduce swelling. Here I'm tapping along this argan oil bottle that I have, and I'll be putting some on my hands, just a touch, and rubbing it into my hands before applying it. I'm rubbing it into her fingers. And now scratching her arms and hands. Also adding in some fabric sounds from this towel. For my last step, I'll be putting some eucalyptus essential oil and again, I just applied it very lightly, just a drop. I'm just moving it around the room so that Iris picks up the scent. And now I'm just spreading it through her skin. Before we finish off, I wanted to do a quick meditation sound bowl. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I appreciate all your support and kind words.